Hi, I'm Janice Langan. I live in Crossway, Jesmond, and obviously as a local resident I'm concerned about what the developments are going to be on the site. So I've come to look at the plans this evening. I think my one big concern is that there's going to be enough car parking spaces for the amount of development there are, because there are lots of developments in the area where in recent years where they're just squashed in and no thought has been given to the amount of parking within the area.
And what do you think about the density of the properties themselves?
It seems okay. Obviously, you know, it doesn't seem to be mass developed.
And do you think they're going to, do well with the conservation of the landscape in their area?
Well, I hope so. I mean, I understood that the sports fields were Sports England had conservation on them, so they are building on one of the sports fields, and hopefully this field here in front of Jesmond Towers will be left landscaped, because from what I understand, the houses in Bemerside gave some of this land to Jesmond Towers, so it would be unfair if they were suddenly to build on that land.
My name is Father Michael Whalen. I am on the church on the corner opposite the site of Sagesse and have lived there for 6 years, and so this site has always been very important for me, and because it was also one of our schools. So it's been lovely to see the plans, and I think they've done it sensitively. I'd be a bit concerned about vehicle access, but other than that it looks quite good. So I'm quite pleased. It seems to be sensibly put out. It looks good, but then of course plans always look good. They always look good. So what happens in practice can be a bit different.
I'm Alison Thompson, and I live in Crossway, which is my back garden really looks across onto the sports field.
So you've obviously got an interest in the plans.
Well, I do, yes, absolutely, yes. I've lived here in Jesmond a long time, and I do feel very attached to the area. So it's really important to come along and see what they were thinking about doing.
And what do you think of them then? What do you think of the proposed development?
I think it's really disappointing. I absolutely think that they shouldn't build on any part of the conservation area that doesn't already have a building on it. I think the addition of new houses on the sports field it would make me very, very sad if the council decided not to keep to the rules of the conservation area and not let anything be built on there. Tell me why. Why do they obviously need to do something with the space? Oh. For what reason? There isn't a reason. The only reason is so that Shepherd Offshore can make money. Mm-hmm. That's what it's all about. This is a great big money-making exercise for Shepherd Offshore. It really doesn't have anything to do with just sort of making good use of the space, because actually it doesn't need a good use. It's green space, and it's in a conservation area. It's there because Jesmond is densely populated, and the land surrounding the site here has been eaten into and eaten into and eaten into, and the conservation area was put into place so that didn't happen anymore. And I feel very strongly that it should stay as a conservation area.
So what would you like them to do with the buildings?
Personally, I think that the buildings should be used. I think that the suggestion of sort of living space, apartments or whatever, is not a bad one, as long as they're sympathetically put together.
Sorry.
But I don't think there should be any additional building on the site.
Hi, I'm Paul Reid. I live in Lindisfarne Road in Jesmond, and I've come round here to look at the new development, which I must admit it looks very, very impressive. It's somewhere I think which will enhance the area from what it is currently, and make sure that everybody gets what they want from it. And I'm sure with the plans I've seen, I think everybody will.